I'm 10 minutes late. Hair covered comb, face wash, body covered. Greetings and salutations. This is your girl, Outspoken Diva. And I'm answering your questions, right? Okay. My own time crunch. Maybe. Depending on how you look at it. But I'm going to answer your questions. While my tablet is loading. Let me be transparent moment. These questions are a part of a discussion that I had with some people in one of my little small social groups. They may or may not be from church, but yeah. So yeah, that's where these questions come from. Everybody will be anonymous, of course. Duh, I know what I'm doing. And yeah, let me pull them up and la 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 la. I almost sung a song. That's not good. How y'all be? Things are loading. See, this is why I don't use this thing because it depends on who's all on the Wi-Fi. I mean, and seeing that I have two things on the Wi-Fi myself. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Oh, I thought we were. Come on. Should look at it as it is. Okay, here we go. Question number one. Yeah. I know you are a person who believes in opposite sex friendships. So, how do you feel if I told you that your male friend has sexually thought about you? Okay. I might have sexually thought about them too. Look, people, we are human beings. Okay? Just because someone has thoughts about you, what are they, how are they acting, how are they behaving? Are those thoughts leading to actions or behaviors? How you think about me is not my business. Now, how you act with me or towards me is my business. More than likely, I might have thought. You have thoughts about, everybody has thoughts about somebody every day. You go in the grocery store and you see somebody you might have a sexual thought about. Do you always act on it? See, this is the difference between us and the animals. We can control our behaviors. They cannot. So I can't just because they think of me of that manner. Okay, I can't go. Oh my God, how dare you? Now, if said male friend approach me in a certain manner, then okay, then we'll handle that thusly. But just because they think of me that they is not giving me what these kids say the ick, icks. It's not an ick to me. Like I said, I can walk into any building and there's possibly a guy who might think of me in that manner. It might be a woman that think of me in that manner. Think. Okay. Now once they approach my social area, my space, then okay. Then I have something to say about that. I have an opinion. It bothers me. It doesn't bother me. It's something to me when that happens. But since that didn't happen and their thoughts just stayed in their brain, they thoughts stayed in their brain. And I'm mature enough to understand that. Okay. Next question. This one is the doozy. And this one is the one that actually that question spun from. Okay. I broke up with my lady friend after confronting her about finding out her best friend and business partner, who is a man, slept together a few times years ago. I overheard her silly cousin ask if I knew her BFF, and she were a thing long ago. Even though, from what I observed, they don't seem to be into one another at all. Also, he is in his own relationship. Hell, his fiance knows and doesn't even care about their past. Mostly, I feel as though she lied to me via omission. My ex is sad and hates I found out how I did. But she understands my feelings. I miss her. Was I tripping for breaking up? Um, you're not tripping for breaking up. You and her are tripping for never having conversations about it. If you did not know that her best friend and business partner, whether they was male or female, ever slept together before you, if you these people this person is in your space and you didn't know this, and you've been dating this woman, in a relationship with this woman for over a year, and yet this never came up, the onus is on both of y'all. You know, how could this not come up? This is something, as a woman who I had my one of my best friends was someone I dated in the past. Okay. No time that I never tell. I always told anyone that I was dating, this person is someone that I dated previously. Okay. Because I do not want this person in, I don't want them in each other's presence with things that I know and he knows, but this person doesn't know. That's wrong. Okay. Also, you're taking away choices, because everyone does not understand that and does not like those type of interactions and friendships. Everybody does not handle that well. You run that risk. They run that risk, and because people don't want people out of their lives, they don't tell it, but it's wrong. Okay, I always tell. Even not too in the recent past, had to go to a funeral of a ex one of my ex's mother, his stepmother. Okay, I'm friendly with them. I also am friends with their sister. Okay, the guy that I was dating at the time, was like, "Oh, I'll take you. I'll drop you off. That kind of stuff." Okay, you know, but I that person did know that the guy, the deceased stepson, will be there. You know, when they picked me up, I had just got through hugging. Hey, sorry for your loss, that kind of thing. He was like, "Hey, which one is he?" That one there. Oh, okay. But you have to be honest about those things. You have these discussions about that. She should have been honest about that. Best friend business partner was gonna be in your presence. Hey, I want no awkwardness. And if that's all you were really upset about, is that seem like everybody knows that you don't, but you don't know. It was never brought up to you in over a year, and how you find out, and that's why she feels bad. Y'all should have had that conversation. Okay. Again, everybody doesn't handle these things well, and apparently of course, the way you found out, it was tacky on how you found out. You found out, you overheard. It should have never been discussed around you anyway. As far as I'm concerned, if it was any question or doubt that this could have come up, yeah, the cousin was silly. I get that. But yeah, y'all should have had that conversation. um do you miss her? If you miss her, you miss her. Do y'all need to have this discussion and sit down and hash it out? You and her, not you, her, and the best friend, just you and her, okay? Cause just because his fiance is okay with it doesn't mean you have to be okay with it. You know, y'all don't have to know the nitty and you don't have to know the nitty and gritty of what went down with them. You just need to know, okay, yeah, we've seen each other naked. We've been intimate a few times. Okay, and if all you've observed is them, they don't. It's platonic between them now. Then it's platonic between them. It's water under the bridge. Okay, but yeah, if you miss her and you still want to be back with her, then yes, be back with me. Before you do it though, have a conversation, talk about it maturely. Okay, get it all out, whatever you want to know. And if you can handle that, then yeah, maybe y'all can have a relationship after that. Maybe y'all can move. That's okay. We know this. You know, okay. I'm glad you did break up with her because you were uncomfortable. You didn't just harbor feelings and those kind of things. But hold it over her head, be upset about it. But if you want to be back with her, have a conversation with her. Okay? It's easy. It's that simple. Because after you have the conversation, you have all the truth and you know how to move with all of the truth. Okay? No assumptions, nothing. Okay? Ask everything you need to know that is your right to know. Because she has a right to tell you, no, those kind of things. Was he better than you? Don't ask him stuff like that. That's not stuff you need to know. But you need to know, you know, basic core facts. All right? So, yeah, that's how you have to move. Update me when you get a chance, okay? Yeah, y'all, that is it. Yeah, that is it. And if you have any questions, comments, and concerns, um, drop them down below in the comments of the video, the blog, or on the social media site you see this on, or on the email address that is below on the video or on the blog, okay? Yeah, and with that, other than that, as always, talking to you in adult terms.